One evening, after teaching the crowds, Jesus and his disciples got into a boat to cross to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. The sky turned deep purple as the sun disappeared beyond the horizon. The disciples rowed the boat while Jesus, exhausted from the day, lay at the back of the boat, resting his head on a cushion and falling asleep. Suddenly, a strong wind arose. A fierce storm swept across the sea, and waves crashed against the boat, filling it with water. Though many of the disciples were experienced fishermen, fear gripped them. They struggled to control the boat, but it was hopeless. The small vessel was tossed around like a fragile leaf in the raging storm. In their panic, they turned and saw Jesus still sleeping soundly. They rushed to wake him, crying out, "Teacher, don't you care that we are perishing?" Jesus opened his eyes and calmly sat up. He looked at them, then stood in the midst of the raging storm. Stretching out his hand, he commanded the wind and the sea, "Peace, be still." Immediately, the wind ceased. The sea became as smooth as glass. No more howling winds, no more crashing waves, only perfect stillness. The disciples were awestruck. They looked at one another, filled with amazement and fear. They whispered among themselves, "Who is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" Jesus turned to them, his eyes full of love but also firm in his teaching. "Why are you afraid? Where is your faith?" At that moment, the disciples realized they had not yet truly trusted in him. They had walked with Jesus, witnessed his miracles, yet when trials came, fear still ruled their hearts. This story is a reminder: when the storms of life rise against us, when we feel overwhelmed, Jesus is still there. He never abandons us, he only asks that we put our faith in him. Are you facing a storm in your life? Remember, Jesus is always with you.